morning everyone. I am Ansar Sheikh, Electrical Department, St. Peter's Engineering College. In last lecture, we discussed about the basic things. What are the syllabus? What are the units or what are the chapters present in the control system? We discussed just overview of the control system. What are the different types of things we are having in the control system? We explained. Just in unit 1, what is there? Introduction to control system. What is the element? What are the topics present in that particular control system? For a particular first unit we discussed. Similarly, in second unit also, third unit, and fourth and fifth unit we discussed control systems. Right, there are 5 chapters or 5 units we are having. In that we discussed that thing. Now, the chapter 1 we are going to discuss about introduction to control system. Introduction to control systems. Introduction to control system. As we know that, we know that the basic thing, first before going to control system, we have to know about what is meant by a system. What is a system? Always, everywhere we are talking about the system. For example, if you are taking a classroom, in that classroom also is a system. Why? Because it consisting of a benches, chairs, student, whiteboard or green board, different types of equipment, and what it will be going to do with that particular system. We are getting some output or some outcome we are going to get. That is a system. System is nothing but how we are going to define a system is nothing but system is it consisting of some physical components which gives some output to us, that we call it as a system. Now how we are going to define a system is nothing but system is a physical arrangements which will be get from that physical arrangements we are going to get some output, that we call it as a system. Now coming to a control system, in the name itself it is there, control. What is meant by a control? That means the output of the system, whatever we are going to get, the output of the system we are going to control. The output of the system will be going to be controlled. The output of the system will be controlled. How we are going to control? What we are going to use to control that particular system we are going to discuss. First thing, system is nothing but it will be just gives output. Whether that output will be controllable or not, we are not going to bother. Just we are having a physical arrangement, we are getting some output, that we call it as a system. Whenever we are talking about the control system, we are having some system output system. The system, that means it also consisting of the same physical equipment. That means for example, if you are taking an electric lamp means here also in this electrical lamp, what we are going to discuss here, this lamp consisting of a filament and glass globe. All it will be going to be consider automatically. It will be going to be whenever you are going to supply, then what will be happen? It will be going to be switch on and off. It is going to be that means switch on and off. Automatically it will be goes. After some time it will be going to be off and on position. This is also a system. On a classroom also a system. These are the examples. Classroom is a system, and a lamp also a system. These are the examples of a system. Now how it will becomes like as a control system? Very simple. It for example, we are having a direct connection you are given for the globe and you went out, and it will be, even though if the light will be present, then also the light automatically it will be closed. Then it will become a system. Whenever I am using some switch here, switch, what will be happen? When we are going to use this particular lamp, whenever we require lamp, then only we are going to use that lamp. Otherwise, we are not going to use the lamp. Right? Here, in this case, in this system, the output will not going to be a controller. It is going to be a continuously it will be going to be a work. Continuously it is glowing. Here, in this particular case, what will be happen? We are going to use a switch. Whenever you require, then you are going to on, and whenever we do not require, then we are going to off that particular system. This type of system we call it as a control system. Similarly, like our classroom only, whenever the teacher will be present in the classroom, then that particular system will be a controllable system. That means that is a controlled by that particular faculty, so that it will be under a very calm condition. For example, in a classroom, if there is no faculty is present, then automatically in nature, in a student life, we are going to talking, we are going to chit chat with friends, we are going to joking, all that some noise will be present. That is a system. Only we are having a system. But in the case of whenever the faculty enters into the classroom and he is handling his class, then it will become a control system. Similarly, whenever you are directly giving a light connection and it continuously it is operating, that we call it as a lamp is a system. For example, whenever you are going to place some switching action, that is, and here what will be happening in this particular action means you are going to on and off. Whenever it will be going to be an on and off option, then it will become a control system. This is a difference between the system and the control system. System is a physical, it is having only physical elements, and it will be give some tasks, but the output of that particular system will not going to be a control. That particular system we call it as that particular arrangements we call it as a system. But coming to a control system, the output of the system, this is an output. We are always focusing on an output of the system only, right? That output of the system will be going to be a control. That output of the system will be controlled. Then we call it as a control system, right? Now, what are the different applications of a control system? Nowadays, if you are observing, all are in nature automatic control. If you are going in electrical systems or mechanical systems or whatever maximum in our day-to-day life also, we are observing that all the things will be an automatic control. We are using that name, call it as a control. Now, what are the different types of, where you are using first, before going to different types of control system, we have to know that what are the applications of control system. What are the applications where you are using these control system? Applications of control system, where we are going to use this type of applications. First, we are going to use satellite communications. Nowadays, this is playing a very dominant role, satellite communications. And moreover, we are going to use these robotics. Robotics also we are going to use this control systems. And marine system, submarines we are going to use. And next one, we are focusing in industrial application. That means in chemical industries. In chemical industries we are going to use. We are going to use in servo motors. We are using in PLCs, program logical control. That means in the name itself only we are having a PLC, logical control. These are the applications, main applications we are going to use. How you are in temperature, chemical industry means you are going to control temperature, or if you want to control a pressure. These are the things how you are going to control means we are having by using these type of these are the different applications: satellite communication, robotics, or submarine system, chemical industry, servo motors, we are going to use in PLCs. All there are very number of applications are there. Here these are the mainly we are having an industrial applications where we are going to use this control system or control system techniques also we are going to discuss. For that purpose, if you are using anything if you are using automatic control system, automatic means if you are using traffic light signals also will become, right? Traffic lights how continuously we are not going to operate. That traffic lights will be going to be operate automatically depending upon the time. It will be going to be operates automatically. We are going to discuss all these things once. These are the main applications of control systems where we are going to use the control system and its applications. Now, what are the different types of control systems we are having? Basically, there are different types of control systems. It is there. Control systems, different types of control systems. There are different types of control system are there. Only we are going about mainly in this subject we are going to focus about linear control system. In the first case, what are the different types of control system is linear and non-linear control systems. Linear and non-linear. Linear and non-linear control system. What is meant by a linear and what is meant by a non-linear? Linear control system is nothing but with theorem which obeys the superposition theorem and principle of homogeneity. What is a superposition theorem? Already we know in electrical circuits, superposition theorem states that the total response of the system will be equal to the sum of the individual response of the system. That means, for example, if you are getting a 100 decibel sound throughout the classroom, if you are getting a 100 decibels, then this is what is the total response of your classroom. That means you are doing some noise, that total response will be going to get 100 decibels. Now, I want 100 decibel sound. For example, these 100 decibel sound will be generated by 50 students together. 50 students together. Now, I am not going to calculate like that. Now I am calling with roll number wise. Roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this I am calling. And whenever this student will be doing noise, the remaining will be under calm condition. They are not going to talk. He is doing his own noise of some 5 decibels. When the others are in silent mode. Similarly, and now I call roll number 2, then he is going to be 6 decibels he is doing. When in this case, except roll number 2, remaining all are quiet. If you are adding all these, it must be equal to 100 decibels. Now what is your total 50 student decibel is? 100 decibels total noise, and individual response of the student is, that means individually they are calling, the total response must be equal to the response of all the sum of the individual responses. Then only the superposition theorem will be going to be verified, or that means it obeys. That means it is verified. Now what is a control system is nothing but it must be that means a linear and non-linear control system. The system which obeys the principle of homogeneity and principle of superposition theorem, that particular type of system we call it as a linear control system. Linear control system. Now non-linear control system means Non-linear, in the name itself, non-linear is nothing but which does not obeys the non-linear is nothing but which does not obeys the principle of superposition and which does not obeys the superposition, which does not obey the superposition and principle of homogeneity. We call it as a non-linear system. Which does not obeys, in this case it does not obeys, but in this case linear system, it obeys the superposition theorem as well as a principle of homogeneity, that we call it as a linear and non-linear systems. We are going here mainly focusing on linear control systems only. Why? Because non-linear system is nothing but that means that we cannot find the output of that particular system very easily. Here linear means simple graph, it will be going to vary linearly. As it is here at 2, 4, 6 like this, here also it will be going 1. After this what will happen? 2. Here what will happen? 3. Next number what we will get? 8 here. Now what we are going to get here? 4. Here we are getting a 4. That means a linear. We can tell, we can estimate the output of the particular system in a case of linear system. But in the case of non-linear, it will be very difficult to. In this case, now it is like this. Since after some time it will become like this. This will be a non-linear. We cannot estimate the output of the system. But in the case of linear system, we can estimate. This is the difference between linear and non-linear system. You can see here the output of the system, it is going to be in the first curve like this. Immediately it will be not going to be and comes downwards. Again it will be going to be like this, and it will be going to be changes. That is a non-linear system, the difference between the linear and non-linear systems. And second type we are having a time invariant and time invariant systems. Second basic thing we are having a time variant and time invariant. There are few systems are there. What is a time variant and what is a time invariant? Time variant system is nothing but, in the name itself, variant. What is a variant? As the time varies, the system output will be going to be varies. Right? The time t tends to infinity, the output of the system will be also varies. Continuously it will be going to be varies. The output of the system also varies. There's a t times for t equal to 1 second, t equal to 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. So that the output of the system also will be going to be varies. That we call it as a time variant system. Time invariant, as t tends to infinity, the output will be the same. Output will not going to be vary. It will be same. The output will be not going to be vary. It will be same. That we call it as a time variant and time invariant systems. Time variant and time invariant system. In the name itself, time variant. Time variant. Variant means as the time varies, the output of the system varies. Invariant. Invariant means the output of the system will not going to be varies with respect to time. That we call it as a time invariant system. This is one more type. After that we are having an analog and digital control system. Analog and digital. Already nowadays we are trending towards from analog to digital. Almost we are preferring a digital and analog systems. That means the digital systems, all values we are going to see in the form of 8s. That means we are going to get directly like this. We are going to get analog to digital. Directly we are getting like this. This is a digital. In olden days, what we are having, some analog values, all will be going to be needles like this. But depending upon that, one more calculation is required. For that simplification, we are going to prefer a digital electronics or digital values we are going to find out. Analog and digital control systems. After that, we are having the main thing, open loop and closed loop. Open loop and closed loop control systems. Open loop and closed loop control system. This is important now. Open loop and closed loop control system. What is meant by an open loop control system and what is meant by a closed loop control system? Here we are going to discuss now. This is a very important concept, open loop and closed loop control systems. The types of control system we are discussed till now. What is meant by a linear and non-linear control system, time variant and time invariant systems, analog and digital control systems. Now we are going to discuss about open loop and closed loop control systems. Open loop and closed loop. Open loop and closed loop control systems. Here CS denotes a control system here. Now I am going to discuss about open loop and closed loop control system. Here I am going to tell about the open loop and here I am going to tell about the closed loop. Almost this is a very important for examination point of view. Open loop control system. What is meant by an open loop control system? Open loop control system is just it is having an input and output. This is a control system. Here you are having an input and you are having an output. Only you are having an input and output. What will happen? Here whenever you are giving an input, the system will be works, you are getting some output. If you are not giving the input, the system will not going to work. That is a simple open loop control system. Whenever you are switching on, it will be going to on and off. That's it. Simple. Like a lamp, already we discussed. Whenever I am giving a connection, in that lamp you are going to switch on and off. That's it. Whether you are getting a 60 watt or if you are getting a 10 watt, 20 watt, we are not bothered. The output value will not going to be controlled by input. The output value, whatever you are getting, that is that we are not going to be controlled by input. Just what we are going to do, whenever we are switch on that supply, it will be going to be on and off. That we call it as an open loop control system. Here in the closed loop control system, we are going to use that summing point. We are going to use some controller. After that, the same open loop control system here there. Open loop control system. After this, you are having an output. From this, you are here up to this, you are having some element. We call it as a feedback element. Feedback element. This is your input and this is your output. Now, what is the change in between open loop and closed loop control system? Here, the closed loop control system is also an open loop control system, and at the same time it includes a controller, and at the same time it consisting of a feedback element. Now, what is the first point? We can know that in open loop control system there is no feedback element. There is no feedback element. And second point is there is no controller. Here in this case, what will happen in closed loop control? Closed loop control system, feedback element is present. Second one is controller is also present. Controller also present. Now, how many equipments are here in this case more or in this case more means in closed loop control system we are having a more number of elements. Whenever we are having a more number of elements, what will happen? For example, if you are going with a small cycle, if you are going only single person, that means it is more stable. We can go easily. But in the same cycle, I am going to place more number of bag, luggage, all that things I am placing. Then what will happen? Some disturbances will become. Whenever you are having more disturbances, then what will happen? It is less stable. It is less stable. It is less stable. Why? Because it is consisting of a more number of equipment. But in this case, it is more stable. More stable. What about the accuracy? Just now only I want 100 watts illumination. I want for example, I temperature system. That is very good to explain. I required whenever in a rainy season or winter season, what will be happen? I required hot water of some 70-degree temperature. 70 degree, for example, if I am taking 70 degree. In this case, in an open loop control system, I just on and I went. After some time, I off that geyser. Then what will happen? It will become maybe a 70-degree temperature, or below the 70 degree, or above the 70 degree. It will not, whatever I required, that will not going to get. Why? Because there is no feedback element. Here, in this case, whenever you are having a feedback element, the output here you are going to get some 60-degree temperature only. Then the output again it will be going to be instructed to the input. Hello, I am not getting a 70-degree temperature, just I am going to get a 60-degree. Then what will happen? This again it will be going to be giving the signal to the actuator. That actuator will be going to give the signal to the controller, and automatically it will be going to get 70 degree. That means here in this closed loop control system we are going to get a desired output. Desired output is nothing but an accurate value. We are going to get accurate value. Here in this case we are getting an accurate value. Here we are going to get no accuracy will be found. No accuracy will be found. No accuracy will be found. That's only we are the main purpose of feedback element is that here in this case, for example, in this case, the input and output, both input and output having control on what? Output. Both input and output having control on output. Why? How? See, here this is an output. The output is not correct or accurate, so that the signal will be again giving to the input. So that input it will be going to be changes and giving the signal to the actuator, and that controller it will be work. So that the input and output having control on output. Here what will happen? The output having no control. That means an output having no control on input. Whatever it will be gives, just we are going to get. The feedback element is how we are going to tell. Simple in a student point of view we can tell. In examination point of view, if I am conducted an exam, just an exam I conducted, I went. I don't bother about your result. Just I conducted an exam. That means whether you are getting 30 marks, 40 marks, for 100 marks if I am conducting. For 100 marks if I am conducting, for example, 20 students are getting 20 marks only. 40 students you are getting some 30 marks only. Only 10 students we are getting 50 marks. These are very less marks. Even though I didn't bother about your result, that will become an open loop control system. Now in this case of closed loop control system, 10 students, same marks you are getting. It's like that only in the first mid. Now what I realized, my students are not performing well. So that what I am going to do, I am going to give some material, or those who are lagging, for them I am going to teach some important topics in examination point of view. That means again I am giving a feedback. I am teaching, or again I am directing. You do this thing, you read this thing, like that. Then it will become a feedback. That means a closed loop control system. The best example, what are the examples of an open loop control system? I need to explain only one example with both the open loop and closed loop control system. What are the both open loop and closed loop example is traffic light signal is one example. That is we can use the traffic light signal in open loop as well as a closed loop also. How we are going to use that traffic light signal? Traffic light signal. Traffic light signal. As we are aware that we are having a more number of traffic signals at the junctions, 4 road junctions. For example, this is a traffic light signal. This is road 1, road 2, road 3 and 4 lights. At this particular position, we are having 3 lights here. 1, 2 and 3. Red, yellow, blue. Sorry, green. Red, yellow, green. What will be happen now? How we are going to decide? In this road, more number of vehicles are there. More number of vehicles are there. Here only one vehicle is there. Here also we are having some little bit. Here no vehicles. Road free. Now in this case, what we are going to do now? When it will be if it is only an open loop system, just it will be going. All the vehicles will be going open loop. Whenever without time limit, already it is set 30 seconds or 40 seconds or 90 seconds. Automatically it will be going with irrespective of the density of the vehicles inside the road. That will become an open loop. Now what I am going to do? Now in which the direction you are having more vehicles, in this road we are having more vehicles. So that for these people, if I am giving a more number of time, irrespective previously it is 90 seconds only. Now if I am giving a 120 seconds, that means the traffic will be going to be very clear. Here, even though there is no vehicles, you are in open loop control system, you are giving a 90 seconds only. There is no vehicle. Why we are going to give that 90 seconds to them? I am not going to give 90 seconds to them. Only I am giving to 30 seconds only. So, if the traffic light signal will be depends upon the density of the vehicles, then it will become a closed loop control system. If the traffic light signal will not be depends upon the density of the vehicles on the road, that will become an open loop control system. Now we can tell that which type of control system is more preferable. Always we are going to preferable closed loop control system. No vehicle will not to be any waiter. We are not to wait there. Always happy if it is less traffic. So that 90% of the people we are going to prefer only closed loop control system. That means a closed loop control system having a very good and accurate values. Because of that reason, we are going to use that closed loop control system. The main drawback it is consisting of a number of components, so that it will become somewhat less stable. Right. Thank you. In the next lecture, we will discuss the continuation of this thing. Right. Thank you.